In this video, we're going to show how to implement an REM model in a relational database. So this is a HR payroll cycle activity REM model. This is from the textbook, page 537. As you can see, we have two events in this model. The time worked event, because companies use a time clock to produce timesheet for employees. It's one important activities in payroll functions. And once we have the timesheet, then the company will pay employees. Right? This is a second activity, cash disbursement or the payment, salary payment. And for the time work event, we will have at least two agents, right, employee and his or her supervisor, and one resources which is intangible, the employee time. And for salary payment, at least we can have two agents, right, employee and the cashier, and one resource, cash. Now let's try to understand the cardinalities or the relationships between those entities. Okay, first, the time worked and an employee. And for each employee, the minimum timesheet will be 0 if he or she doesn't work, then 0 timesheet. And the maximum is many timesheet if he or she work for many days. And for each timesheet, yes, minimum will be 1 employee, maximum is also 1. So 1 and only 1 employee relates to 1 particular timesheet. This relationship holds for here, here, here. Okay? And the two events are related for each timesheet, right? There could be minimum 0 payment or 1 payment. And for each payment relates to minimum 1 timesheet or many timesheet. So these relationships are in common because if you check the maximum relation, here's 1 and here's many, 1 and many, 1 and many, 1 and many, 1 and many. So we can say these relationships are 1 to n relationships. 1 to n relationships. Other types are relationships are 1 to 1 and many to many, or n to n relationships, which are not shown here. Now we're going to implement these REM model to a relational database. First, let's check if there's any redundant events. We don't have. Redundant resources, we don't have any. Redundant agents, yes. Probably we can combine, 3 entities together into the employee entity. That's doable. Next, we're going to make tables for each distinct entity. Make tables for time worked, disbursed cash, and finally the agent employee table. Okay, employee time is intangible, so we don't have to create a table for it. Now once we have the table, we can identify the primary keys and possible foreign keys for these tables. And for employee table, we need for sure the employee number. We don't need any foreign keys for those tables. And for the time worked, yes, we're going to have the timesheet number for sure as primary keys. And we do need foreign keys to link this time worked to other tables, especially 3. So we're going to borrow their primary keys and implement them as foreign keys for the time work table. So we're going to have the employee number as a foreign key here, and we're going to also have check number as the foreign key.